My name is Melissa Airy. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, currently living in Iowa City. I am a graduate student right now, pursuing my Master's of Fine Arts degree. So I'm an artist and I absolutely love what I do. I'm a performance artist primarily, and so I use my body to create live experiences for people. Just if you look on the wall and see a painting and you'd say, okay, what do I see? How does this make me feel? Why did they use this color? I do the same thing, but I use my body. I'm not acting, I'm not pretending to be someone different, but I'm creating an experience by using my real body, real time, real objects to let people see and interpret. Before I came back to school, I worked as an art teacher in Waterloo, Iowa. For 3 years, I taught art to 6th graders through 12th graders. But I realized while I was there that my heart was yearning to teach at a different level. I wanted to have more intellectual conversations, talk about higher level of art. And so I'm pursuing my Master's of Fine Arts in hopes of becoming a professor and teaching art at the collegiate level. So while I'm in grad school, I've got 2 years left. I am teaching preschool art on the side, and holy smokes, if I thought middle school and high school was fun, these preschoolers are the cutest kids I have ever seen. They are so innocent and creative, and there is nothing stopping them. And so they come into my classroom and they say, Melissa, I have an idea, I want to make a bug museum. And I say, okay, let's figure out how to do it. And I have learned more about creativity from working from these preschoolers than anywhere else. But I'm in grad school, I'm teaching preschool. I'm also teaching a college course called Introduction to Intermedia, where I expose people to a new way of thinking about art, creating live experiences through using performance art, through using an installation, sound, or video. And it is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I've never felt so satisfied. It makes me so excited to continue in my own studies of creating my own art, but also teaching others how to inspire by using your body, by using live action, by making really genuine art. You know, I've said I love you before, and I have genuinely loved people, but I don't know if I've been in love. Let me tell you from the beginning. So when I was 16, I had my first boyfriend. I was introduced to him by a friend who worked at a grocery store, and we were sitting on my driveway one evening in the summer, looking up at the stars, waiting for the fireworks from my local festival, and should have been romantic, right? Across the sky there's a shooting star. And this boy said, make a wish, there's a shooting star. And I closed my eyes and I wished, please don't kiss me, please don't kiss me. I just wasn't ready. And he leaned over and he kissed me. Well, that luck has continued throughout my entire life. I've met some really amazing people, and I genuinely have loved, but I haven't found the right person for me. So since then, I fell in love with a man in college who left to become a Catholic priest. And Catholic priests aren't allowed to get married or be in relationships, and my heart was so broken because I can't compare myself to God, right? Of course, go serve God. And then I fell in love with my best friend, who also went on to become a Catholic priest twice. What? So then I decided to travel the world. I backpacked through Spain and Europe for 2 months and met a man from Germany. And after a week, he was ready to fly to the United States to get married and to start our life together. And that scared the crap out of me. Great people. It's just never worked out. I've either had the passion with people, but not a commitment, or I've had commitment, but there just wasn't passion. And I'm not going to settle for one or the other. I'm going to keep searching until I find the right person for me who there's passion and commitment. And I know he's out there. I know he's rare, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful I'm going to find him. I'm going to keep searching. My fantasy date would like, yes, all the crazy things, the helicopter rides, the plane rides, the concerts, like all of that is amazing and fun, but I want something quiet and subtle and feel like real life. I would love to go hiking where it was just a beautiful, beautiful view and peaceful and isolated, and the two of us would just walk through nature and experience it together. And I just imagine getting to the end of however long of a hike and just seeing the most amazing view in front of me, and to experience that moment of peace together with somebody that you genuinely care about and are falling in love with just sounds like the best date in the world. I don't need anything big, I don't need anything fancy, but I want something beautiful and real and something that I will remember for the rest of my life, that I can continue doing. Like after The Bachelor gets over, I would love to continue going on these hikes and be reminded of the first one-on-one date we had that started the rest of the journey. I would go to Spain. I would go to Spain. Spain has a huge part of my heart. I first went when I was in high school. It was my first glimpse of independence. It was my first glimpse into the world, that there was so much out there that I hadn't experienced yet. And as soon as I went, I knew I needed more. A couple years ago, I went back to Spain and walked the Camino de Santiago. It's a 500-mile pilgrimage trail across the entire country. And so I had nothing but my backpack and what would fit inside. So my pair of hiking shoes, a pair of sandals, 2 changes of clothes, stuff to shower, and a water bottle. And that's it. And I would walk every day, anywhere from 15 to 20 miles for over a month to get to the end. And I saw, oh my gosh, I keep talking about beautiful places, but this is like what my heart is yearning for. The most beautiful places, the most beautiful people. I met people from all over the world. I love Spain. There's so much out there, and I know I should go and visit other countries, but I will always want to go back to Spain if I ever get the chance. I love my family so much. My parents, Dave and Pat, have been married for over 30 years. They have been an inspiration to me as to what a healthy, loving relationship is, and I'm striving for that. I want somebody who will commit to me for the rest of their life. I'm a middle child. I have an older sister, Megan, and she has a husband, and together they have a nephew. My nephew, they have a son who is 2 years old, and he is the light and the joy, and it's so exciting to see our family continue to grow and evolve, and really start creating the next generation. I also have a younger brother, Chad, and he recently got engaged. And so I'm the one in the family who is single, and I never thought this would happen. I always thought I would be the first of my siblings to get married, but that's not what life had in store for me, and I've grown to be okay with it. But there does feel like there's something missing at family gatherings, at holidays. I look over and there's an empty chair beside me. Everyone else has their significant others. They're surrounded by people that they genuinely love, and I love my family, but I want somebody with me as well. And so I'm going to keep searching. I love my family so much. I really, really do, but we're not complete yet. My ultimate love role model is my grandmother, though. My grandma is the epitome of what love and family is. When everyone, my extended family, is around her, that is when I feel most at home and feel most myself and most loved. And when I'm her age, I want to look back and say, wow, I created that. And I created that with somebody that I love. And I'm hoping that that person is the Bachelor. But my grandma was the one to teach me about manners, to teach me how to set the table. All the little things, to teach me how to paint. That was my grandma, and I love her so much. My relationship with my family is the most important thing to me in my life, and it hasn't always been. I've grown into it. But I would not go a day without them. I can't even imagine. But it makes me that much more excited to start my own family. So for my hometown date, I would bring the Bachelor, my boyfriend, back to Cedar Rapids, And I would take him to my first job that I ever had. I worked at the Potter's Obsession. It's a paint your own pottery studio. So people would come in and look around and find something that they liked, a piece of pottery, and you could paint it however you wanted. And then I would put it in a kiln and fire it, make it look all beautiful, and then they'd come and pick it up. So together we would paint something like a dinner plate or a mug that we would drink out of the rest of our lives, or something cheesy like that. But this place is where I learned responsibility and leadership, and this is where I became a teacher. I knew that this is the path that I wanted to go on the rest of my life, because I was the only one that worked in the studio the entire day. It was me and all the customers. And at the age of 16, I took it on, and I'm so grateful for that experience. And so we'd first go to the Potter's Obsession. Then we would come to my parents' house, which is where I'm at right now. And we would have dinner with my parents and my sister and her husband and their kid, and my brother and his fiance. And if my grandparents were up for it, they'd come too, because my grandparents are hilarious and also unpredictable, but they would provide the entertainment for the night. My immediate family, though, they'd be so welcoming and would welcome whoever in. I don't know if I've actually brought somebody home before. I don't think so. So this would be a first experience, and I'm ready to do it. Like, if I really care about you and love you, like, come meet the people who I also love, and let's get this show rolling. Let's get life started. Why will The Bachelor work for me? Honestly, it shouldn't work, right? Like, it's this crazy scenario where I'm competing with, oh gosh, how many other women? That's intimidating, for one person's heart. And who knows if this one person out of the millions of men out there is the right person for me. But I really think that it can work. I have tried finding my person, right? Like, I've tried online dating, I've tried dating friends, I've tried meeting them in the most, like, everyday places, and it hasn't worked. And I really truly believe that my person, the man who I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, is willing to do something crazy to find love, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm ready to take the step to do what doesn't seem realistic and make it my reality. There's nothing easy about it. But I'm going to keep searching until I find my man, and I am hoping that he's the next Bachelor. So I'm looking, and if it's you, I can't wait to meet you.